Welcome, guys. Second take. Happy Thanksgiving along with Chris.
What's
And
up?
yeah, let's get right into this.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Thanksgiving to everyone, man. I'm excited about the food and football, man, and family, the three F's.
Yeah, food, football, family. It's gonna be a big day today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some booty games, but it's all right. We're going to talk about
I
that.
mean, they're not really all that booty.
They saved the best for last. All right. They got Miami and Green Bay. I think that's going to be the best one, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, the Cowboys and Giants should have been a better game, but
True. True. I mean, I get it. They both have QB issues. Anyway, we're gonna hop right into this. We're going with birds first, Chris. Let's talk about it, man. The birds look complete to me. What are your
I
thoughts?
wouldn't say complete. I mean, they're complete after the first quarter.
True.
If they would have scored 10 to 14 points in the first quarter, the game would have been completely different, would have been close.
Mhm.
Rams wouldn't have had a lead. And I would
Yeah,
have
that
said that.
fumble though.
Yeah. I mean, but if they would have scored points in the first quarter and had the game that they had the whole game, I would have said it was complete. But they did play really, really well.
That's what I meant with the complete. Like they played really well. Like they like basically no turn. Oh, I mean, they had a couple turnovers on defense, which is good, but
Yeah.
no turnovers on offense. We got a tough ta task coming this week, which we're going to talk about that later. But I thought overall they looked pretty good. I mean, Saquon Barkley, man, 255 yards. Thank you, Giants. That's what I'm thankful for, by the way, for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely I mean, Saquon broke the single game rushing record
Oh,
that
like with Philly or just like overall?
with
Like,
Philly.
oh, okay. I was gonna say
He
because
broke he broke Philly's record.
I think that the rushing record is two like 90 something.
Yeah. And I think it's Derrick Henry.
Is it? I thought it was AP, Adrian Peterson.
No, you're right. It's AP. Single game rushing.
290 something. But yeah, he had 255, two touchdowns,
296.
296.
Adrian Peterson, 2007.
Mm.
That's a
So
lot of rushing yards.
yeah, that was I think that was his rookie year too. 2000.
But yeah, man. I mean, if we didn't, to be honest with you, Saquon completely changed his team. And I think this team completely changed Saquon because there was a report out that before the game that this is the first time Saquon's ever felt like he played for a team.
Uh-huh.
Like he's being himself. He's clowning around with his teammates. Like,
Oh yeah.
so I feel like he's a revitalized person, and like it's just gonna help him further his career now. It's like he's starting his career all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks good, man. He looks like he's still got, 3, 4 years left in him. God, this glare.
Yeah.
Uh,
What you
don't,
saying?
don't worry about that glare of the sun. It's like going this way. Anyway, whatever. This is the first time we do it in the morning. But yeah, no, overall I thought he looks pretty good. I'm surprised we played well without Devontae Smith too. I know he wasn't in for this game, but we played well. I thought we played pretty
We
well.
did play well, and I mean AJ Brown stepped up like he normally does. Um, and it's just like that's what we need. AJ Brown had 6 receptions, 109 yards. I mean, Dallas Goedert had a few key receptions,
Mhm.
and I mean that's really it for the passing game besides Saquon. So like
Mhm.
AJ Brown caught a lot of balls that meant a lot of things, so it was
Mhm.
nice.
I
And
agree.
it was really nice to see like I mean I think I've said this before like the elite wide receivers are going to get their passes, like they're going to get their yards. Puka Nakua still had 9 receptions for 111, 117 yards, and Cooper Cup had 8 for 60. So
Hey, dude,
like
go ahead.
it, it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Mhm. The Battle of the Coopers, man. That was good to watch, man. Cooper DeJean played really well against them. Speaking of defense, too, man. Defense looked great. I thought they looked really,
It
really good.
did.
So we're thankful for Saquon Barkley. Thank you, Manny. I know he's watching, and I'm gonna see you later. He knows he's watching. He's watching. And I'm gonna go like this at 4:30. Just put my arm over him. That's because he knows
Should wear
season's over. Anyway,
Go out and buy a
um,
Saquon Barkley jersey real quick,
yo, facts. I should just buy one and like return it tomorrow. I'm like, yeah,
right?
Black Friday, I'm returning it. But they're closed. They're probably closed. Anyway, my point is, man, Eagles played pretty good. So overall, I'm satisfied, man. Let me ask you one last question, Chris, and then we're gonna get to our other picks over here from last week on the Eagles and Super Bowl talks.
I think so. I mean,
Or
this
can they make the
team.
Super Bowl? I should say. Can they make the Super Bowl? That's
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as long as they don't have a downfall like they did last year, but like
meltdown, which I
I
doubt.
don't I don't see that.
Yeah,
Like
you got better
we
coaches.
had we had the number one defense in the league. This has given us 2018, 2022 Eagles. Like our defense is what really got us to the Super Bowl. You
And
know
the
what I
running
mean?
game too. People don't
Yeah.
but, like the running game too. Like we had LeGarrette Blunt back in 2018. He was oh my God, I fucking loved him. He was a beast. Yeah, I mean, who do we have in 2022? I think it was Sanders, but he had a good year too. Uh yeah. I mean, I think they can. Detroit's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Which listen, I'm praying for a miracle. They're known to lose on Thanksgiving. If they lose to the Bears, we have first place. So anyway, we're gonna hop ahead real quick. Chris, any other games besides the Birds that caught your eye? I'll tell you one that really caught my eye, man. The Chiefs and Panthers. Chiefs winning by 3. Low key, I know I picked the Chiefs, but then I thought about it. I was like, let's get the Panthers as my upset.
Yeah. I mean,
They
it's
almost
definitely
pulled it off.
that was the most shocking game. I mean, you have the 10-1 Chiefs, or well, I guess it was 9-1 at the time,
Yeah.
versus the 3-7 Panthers. So like you really I think the biggest thing about the Chiefs that's going on is they're playing down to their competition now.
Mhm.
Like and that's I mean, that's why the Panthers were in a 3-point game, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, man. There was a lot of trap games. A lot of games that I said that were locks did not happen.
I'll tell you one,
Like,
that big lock was the Buccaneers with Johnny DeVito. Yo, shout out to Baker Mayfield, bro, for doing that. Like he was just like after he scored.
Baker Mayfield's a dog.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, he's underrated, man. People forget about him, bro. I think he's pretty good, but man, I'm like, you gotta control that cockiness a little bit, man. Because
I know. No, you don't.
then again, he did blow them out 30-7, but whatever. Listen,
Yeah.
he's still a good quarterback. I like Baker Mayfield. He's underrated, but cool. Let's move on. Oh, this was a good one, man. Cowboys and the Commanders, man.
That was a good game. Shockingly was a good game because the
Yeah.
Cowboys didn't have a quarterback.
Listen, Scary Terry scored at the last, what was it, like the last minute of the game,
Yeah.
4 yards. I mean, they almost came back. They almost came
I
back.
mean, they technically did come back, and then they just fucking
Blew it.
let it just fall apart. Their defense just let it fall apart.
But yeah, no, that was a really good. I was not expecting the Cowboys to win, but that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what other locks did we have over here that was I mean, we had the Dolphins beating the Patriots. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another
Broncos
one.
beating the Raiders was a lock.
Titans beating the Texans.
That was a lock that got fucked up.
I mean, Stroud had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, man. Dude, he's having that little sophomore slump, but look, all QBs have a bad season, man. I get it. I'm not saying he's having a bad season, but not every season's gonna be perfect. So I'm sure he'll bounce back next season and he's gonna be a superstar again, which he already is. But
Absolutely.
yes, don't doubt him. You Texans fans watching, man, there's still hope. I still believe in you guys. I think they're one team that will win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years or
Yeah.
less. So we got Lions, man. They're just looking dominant, bro.
Lions are dominant. I mean, even without Aiden Hutchinson, they're still playing really well. That offense clicks really well.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a big challenge for Philly. Let's see how they do today. Like I said, they're known to lose on Thanksgiving. Bears have to pull a miracle. We
I
gonna talk
mean,
about that though.
I don't think it's that big of a miracle. I mean, are the Bears home or away?
Oh, that's a good
I think
question.
the Bears are home. No, they're away. They're in Detroit.
Okay, then Detroit.
So it's like, I don't know. Caleb Williams could pull something out of his ass,
I mean, listen, they almost beat the Vikings too. I mean, they lost
which
in
the Vikings aren't
overtime.
a bad team.
Yeah, DJ Moore had 7 receptions, 106 yards, and a touchdown against the Vikings. So
Yeah. I
that was
mean, it's
good, man.
possible. It's not impossible, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
Detroit's 9.5 point favorite. So it's like,
Mhm.
it's not impossible, but it's not probable.
Mhm. Broncos looked pretty good. They beat the Raiders. I mean, that's we saw that coming. I'll tell you another one that was a big surprise for me was the Packers beating the 49ers by how much they beat them, though. I knew they were gonna
Yeah.
win. Like, I wasn't expecting them to win 38-10. I was expecting 24, 28,
Yeah. No, I agree.
23 or something. But man, I mean, they were at home too. I mean, they look good, man. Jordan Love, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 3 touchdowns. He had a fucking game, bro.
Yeah, he did.
6 yards. Oh my God. I had him in fantasy too, bro. He gave me like, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about how much he gave me. But I won in fantasy. Both of my leagues. Look, shout out to Johnny. I know you're watching, man. Johnny, dude, I feel bad, bro. Me and Chris feel bad.
Don't feel bad. I mean,
Uh,
everybody sees seasons. They got really hurt. It's okay. Don't worry, Johnny.
Johnny, you
Your
can
team will
become
be back.
yeah, you can become an Eagles fan if you want. We got the better record. Nah, let me stop. Um, Seattle beating the Cardinals. I had the Cardinals on that one.
I think I did too, and I think I don't know the
Smith and Jigba, man. I'm talking about this wide receiver, bro. He's definitely starting to become a top five in the league because he's been heating up, man. Smith and Jigba. So,
yeah I don't know.
what's up? What's on your mind with that game?
I don't know. I feel like none of these games are surprise. Like some of the games are surprising, but like Seahawks Cardinals, like I don't know. It's just like it's what I think of as a trap game. Like anybody could win. Seattle's at home. Like if Geno Smith plays a good game, doesn't
Right.
have many turnovers, like their stats really weren't
Mhm.
that crazy. So it's like, they did have. I mean, they had that pick six, so that probably deflated the Cardinals a lot. But
Cardinals, man, your favorite head coach is over there.
yeah, fuck him.
Jonathan Gannon, bro. Oh, Chris hates Jonathan Gannon. For those that don't know, man, Chris couldn't stand him in 2022.
Well,
Um, he's
I
in.
don't understand how he's a head coach. I really don't.
All right, listen, that's all we can talk about later on in the future. But listen, the very last game, man, Chris, this is something that I completely forgot, bro. This was the Hardball Bowl. The brothers going up against each other, man. I completely forgot.
I think this was the first time since the Super Bowl, too, right?
Yeah. And John Harbaugh is 3-0 against his brother Jim.
Yeah.
Well, he beat him, yeah, 3 times in the Super Bowl. I think before that, yeah, I don't know if he beat him I think he was still with the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, twice with the 49ers, and then he beat them this game. So Ravens with the number one offense in the NFL. Then,
Absolutely, 100%.
yeah, with the number one going up against the number one defense this week, which we're gonna talk about that in a second. But Derrick Henry had a pretty good game. I think he broke loose in the second half. He had 140 yards, 24 carries, no touchdowns.
Yeah.
Dobbins got hurt. I don't know what happened I think they said something about a knee injury or something.
Who got hurt?
Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That was his payback game, too. Revenge
Yeah,
game.
that was. Yeah. That's his former team. So,
He suffered a knee injury in the second quarter.
oh, did he? Oh man, terrible. I feel bad for that guy. All right, cool. So yeah, the Harbaugh Bowl, man, that was awesome. I completely forgot about that they went up against each other. But let's see what else we got here, man. We're gonna talk about some fun takes here for a second. Let me pull my little stats up. Oh, here's something that somebody said in Fox NFL podcast. Dave Hellman said the Eagles are playing better football than the Chiefs.
Yes.
I agree. Chiefs, I feel like are just getting lucky, bro.
I
Like
mean,
Broncos should have beaten
offensively
them.
play.
Like if it wasn't for that block kick with the Broncos, Broncos could have beaten them.
Yeah.
Panthers had the opportunity. I mean,
I
I,
mean, the
I
Panthers, if I was a Chiefs fan, the Panthers game would have pissed me off the most.
yeah, I agree.
But I don't know. I mean, they're definitely playing way better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens, in these next few games and all that. We'll look at the Chiefs' schedule briefly, either this week or next week, and we'll see like how many losses do they get. But anyway, we're gonna move on real quick. Hey, listen, things NFL fans must accept. I like to talk about this every week, but week 12 edition, all right? We're talking about this. One of my favorite ones, man. Saquon is leading the MVP race. Chris, agree or disagree?
At this point, I agree. He's on pace to break the rushing record, the single season rushing
Does
record.
he break it?
So
What do you think?
if he does it, he can't. Like he's got to win the MVP. I don't know if he will because I feel like if the Eagles clinch a spot, they're gonna start resting. Like
Oh, true.
you know what I mean? If they clinch the
Uh,
division in like week 16 or whatever,
I
week
think that's
16,
against
17,
what's that game again? Is that the Steelers?
what, 17?
Yeah, no, week
No, I'm
16.
pretty sure we play the Cowboys and then the Cowboys and then the Giants.
No,
Uh,
Commanders. We're at the Commanders, then yeah, then we finish off with the divisional games. Cool. But
we
no,
play the week 17 and then the Giants week 18.
we're gonna rest the starters by then. So
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we're probably going to have the division. If I think if the Commanders lose one more game,
mhm.
then it's a like we won the division.
We'll see. We'll see. Listen, a couple teams can clinch the playoffs this week, which is the Chiefs and I think the Bills too, or no,
Yeah,
Detroit Bills, something like that. Well, I'm gonna look into it in a second. But all right, so yeah, Saquon, yeah, I agree with that, man. I think he'll be the first MVP running back since AP. I think in 2012 was the last time I want to say 2012. So
yeah.
hey, man, I would like to see him get it. Bryce Young is back. I agree. I agree with that. And we basically talked about this already. I mean, teams had figured Stroud out, CJ Stroud. Listen, it's a little sophomore slump. He'll get over it.
Yeah.
I think
No, I don't think it's CJ Stroud. I think it's more the offensive coordinator.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
when you have a rookie quarterback or a new quarterback,
mhm.
like your chances of fooling somebody is a lot bigger than like we have tape on him.
Right,
You
all
know what I
right.
mean?
Mhm.
So it's different.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I still have confidence with CJ Stroud, so
Well, I do too. He's going to be a great quarterback for a lot of years.
100%. Here's one too. I kind of agree with this one a little bit, but Jameis Winston has rejuvenated the Browns.
Yes.
I agree a little bit with that. I still think he needs a better coach, so we'll see. Here's a really good one. I have this guy in fantasy too. Bucky Irving is a top 10 running back in the NFL. He's heating up, man. He's heating up. I think he's gonna be he's the go-to back out there with the Bucks.
He's top 10 of from week 12 or
Oh,
top 10
like
overall.
overall, top 10. I can see that. He's not top five, but top 10, yes. I can see that.
I mean, if you think about it, you got the big three. You got Derrick Henry, Saquon, and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
I feel like
All of
Jameer
them.
Gibbs is better than Bucky Irving.
You got what's
I
his
mean,
face?
yeah, Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Brees Hall.
You got
He's having a down year.
Chubb Hubbard, the running back for the Panthers.
Yeah,
He's underrated, dude. He's underrated like a mother.
yeah,
He's really
yeah.
good.
I mean, yeah, it's possible. It's not
Yeah,
impossible.
I can see that. All right, we got a couple more here, but we got this is my favorite one, man. Bowers has the tight end GOAT potential. This guy's gonna be a fucking star, man. Brock Bowers.
He is. He's. I mean, he's.
I mean, he's
He's
gonna be a fucking
Jason Kelsey. He's Travis Kelsey reincarnated.
yeah. I agree. He's gonna be a top five tight end. I would say within the next couple of years. Like that's the potential, yes.
Yeah,
I'm hoping the Raiders get a good quarterback for him. Maybe even like Daniel Jones, which we're gonna talk about that in a second. He signed with a team. For those that don't know, he got cut. I think less than a week later, signed with a new team. We're gonna talk about that next. Miami are an AFC wildcard dark horse. Yeah, I would say so. I dropped my pen. Talking worries. Yeah,
Miami is the AFC wild card dark horse. They're heating up.
yeah, they are. I could see that. I
This
can see that.
season.
But Tua sucks against the cold, which we're gonna talk about that today too, because I know he plays
Yeah.
tonight and he's at Lambeau, and I think it's like 30 degrees up there. It's like 20 or 30
Yeah,
degrees.
25.
He's got a. I was talking with a buddy of mine. He said, "How does a professional athlete not play well in the cold?" Dude, it happens, man. It happens.
Fans from fucking Hawaii.
I mean, that is true. He is from Hawaii. What else? What else we got here? Chris, anything you want to add? Oh, wait. I got one more. That's we talked about that. They're just talking about Saquon Barkley again. We all know, listen, he's this guy's a fucking MVP candidate. So
Yeah.
here's a little interesting one. Not that this really matters, but I kind of agree with this. I've been saying this for a long time, but Washington is in discussion to bring back the old Redskins logo.
Interesting.
I I mean, I wouldn't mind because I don't like the commander's name. I think that's a stupid
I do too.
name. I
I
don't
mean,
I don't think anybody likes it.
I don't I don't know if it'll happen because of legal situation.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like
I'm okay. If they bring him back, bro, I'm okay with it. I'm
yeah, I feel like they could bring it back for like a throwback. You know what I mean?
true. Yeah, they could bring him back as a throwback. Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
we'll see. We'll see. All right, cool. So we're gonna talk about a couple of players here, man. Daniel Jones, I'm not calling him Danny Dimes anymore. Anyway, he got cut from the well, actually got released from the Giants and signed with the Minnesota Vikings as a backup. Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Like, didn't the Vikings just draft somebody? AJ McCarthy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, JJ McCarthy.
And yeah, JJ McCarthy, not AJ McCarthy. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Sam Darnold is not the answer. We know that. But like, you just signed a quarterback.
Mhm.
Is he gonna play over JJ McCarthy next year? Like, is that the plan? Like, JJ McCarthy's gonna sit another year because he was hurt
Right.
and like learn? But like, why would you want to learn from Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones? You know what I mean? Like, go out and get a better quarterback. There's gonna be a couple quarterbacks on the market at the end of the season, unless
Yeah.
they're just getting him to sit behind Sam Darnold just in case. But I don't know.
I'm with you on that one, Chris. I think like he said he wants to sign with a playoff team, which I don't understand why. Like you're not gonna start, bro, but I get it. Uh,
Daniel Jones said that.
yeah, he said he wants to sign with a playoff team. He's like, I want to sign with a playoff like cont contenders, like somebody who's gonna get into the playoffs. That's what he said. That's what he said. So
All right.
mm, yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm like, you're not gonna start, but okay. I mean, it's only 1 year. I think Sam Donald, man, he was hot in the beginning. Then all of a sudden he just went like he went down a
Yeah,
little. So
I mean, that's Sam Darnold.
it is. I mean, he could be like really hot, like, oh my God, September, October. Then November he has like decent, and then he starts going down. So I can see why they did it, but they're not. I think Vikings may get like a wild card spot, but they might be one and done in the playoffs, to be honest. I don't think they're a
Uh,
real team yet.
no,
Yeah. So
especially if you play one of the top two teams in the league.
yeah, but I do agree with this though. He does sign with a better team next year. Like even like the Raiders, I could see him going there.
Yeah.
Um, Bengals, possibility. Miami's another one, depending on Tua's situation, if he retires or not. So we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But listen, congrats to Daniel Jones. I almost call him Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones. Congrats to him. But oh, he got signed pretty quick. I was surprised how quick he got signed, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna sit for a little bit, but no, he's He was at. And speaking of QBs too, man, check this out. Winning percentage as a Jets starting QB. We all know how this is gonna go. But anyway, so winning percentage. Zach Wilson had 364. Sam Darnold 342, and Aaron Rodgers 273. Very surprising. So listen, Aaron Rodgers. I think we talked about this last week, Chris. I don't think he's gonna be a Jet next season, man. I think he retires or he's gonna go to a better team.
I agree.
He's
But he wants to play for the Jets.
yeah. I
I don't
think
know.
honestly, I think he retires. That's just my
I, I
prediction.
could see that. I mean, that's definitely 100% a possibility.
I can see that. He says, "Oh, I can play one more year," but well, where is he gonna play? You know, like
Yeah.
I mean, he can go either to the Giants, which I don't think he's gonna go there. He's gonna want to go to like yo, like oh my God, y'all got all the weapons. I can get y'all to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe the Raiders, but Devontae Adams, he ain't gonna go back to the Raiders. I feel like wherever he goes, Devontae Adams is gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then they have a close friendship, so it's gonna be interesting. Something to keep an eye out. But Chris, anything you want to add before we get into our picks?
No, I mean, so I just looked at the draft order that's like right now.
Oh, go ahead.
Giants have number one pick and the Raiders have number two. It says that the Raiders' biggest need is a quarterback, obviously, and then wide receiver because they said Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker are solid 2 3s, but they need a number one. And Brock Bowers is currently the top tight end, right?
Hmm.
I Daniel Jones may fit that, but I feel like they still draft a quarterback and then try to sign a number one receiver.
I think Daniel Jones is still that. He's still starter potential. I think he just has to get the
Yeah.
right
No,
team, have the right coach. So
yeah, I agree. But the one thing I want to talk about,
go ahead.
these motherfuckers over here at fucking NFL.com, right?
What?
The Eagles' top biggest needs are a wide receiver.
Number three.
Uh, how is that your biggest need? An
A
edge rusher,
little bit.
okay, maybe. A tight end, okay, maybe. A linebacker. The Phillies have always needed linebackers. That's always going to be on there. And an offensive tackle. We have the number one
Offensive line.
offensive line. Our defense is pretty fucking good right now.
Mhm.
Our tight ends, okay. Dallas Goedert's not. He might not
Having the
be here
best
next
season.
year, and he's not like a number one tight end, but he still blocks and has good routes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then an edge rusher, Josh, like Josh
Yeah.
Sweat's getting the job fucking done this year.
Yeah. I
Don't
mean,
don't
BG
count my
went
boy
down.
Sweaty out.
Yeah, BG went down, man. I mean, shout out to Brandon Graham, bro, out for the season, tore his tricep.
I don't know, but
I
that pissed.
mean, Josh Sweat, yes, but he's one player, man. I think you also have what's his face, Bryce Huff, who I don't think is gonna be in Philly next year.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, maybe his replacement, but nah, NFL, bro, they always say that, bro. Like, I don't agree with half the shit they say.
I don't
Like,
know. Go with the fucking
needs.
go get a fucking Georgia Bulldog.
Might as well call us the Philly Bulldogs. Cool. Cool. So you ready for these picks, Chris?
Yeah, let me get it up.
Let's pull it up,
Share
man.
my
Let's pull it
screen.
up. We got about 10 minutes here, but we're gonna wrap up. I know people want to be with their families and all that, so we'll probably make these as quick as possible. All right. Let's see, Chris. We
Oh,
can
am I sharing a black screen?
oh, there you go. Right there. We got it. All right, cool. So we got the Thanksgiving matchup today. Chris, let's hop right into this, man. We got Chicago at Detroit. Chris, who do we got?
I like you said, man. I don't know. I feel like Chicago might be able to pull this one out. I
Listen,
am gonna pick the Lions just
I'm
because I feel like they're not gonna win. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, bro, they're known to lose on Thanksgiving. When was the last time they won on
I have
Thanksgiving?
no idea.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, listen, I'm gonna go with Chicago only because I feel like they're gonna pull this off.
Yeah,
Numbers don't lie, man. I mean, yes, Detroit, yes, number one team in the NFC right now. I'm gonna give it to Chicago, man. They almost beat the Vikings too, man. They only lost by three, so
yeah.
I'll give it to Chicago. I'm gonna go with Chicago on this one. Plus,
Yeah,
they're in the dome, so
yeah, that's
I think
true.
that's an advantage. All right, cool. So we got New York at Dallas. Chris, who do we got on this one?
Bullet bowl. Dallas. I'm gonna take Dallas just because like the Giants have fallen apart, man. I think they're not tanking, but they're not expected to win so they can get a number one pick.
Listen, they're down to their number three quarterback right now, Drew Lock. I'm gonna go with Dallas on
What
this
happened
one.
to DeVito?
He's out. He's got a injury.
Got hurt. This man came in for one game and got hurt. This man, he knows how to do it. He got paid. He's getting paid.
That's what I'm saying,
The fuck
bro. He said, "Oh, coach, oh, I can't
right?
this
I
game.
can't play for this team no more. My hammy,
My turkey's waiting for me. I mean, he's probably making something up."
right? My team traveled to Dallas.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna go
Gotta
with
get
Dallas
those
on this one.
cutlets at home.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go with Dallas. I just feel like they're the better team out of New York. They're the better team, man.
Yeah.
Got Dallas on this one. All right, here's a really good one, man. Miami at Green Bay. Chris, who do we got on this one?
I'm taking Green Bay solely because they're at home.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like you said, Tua doesn't play well in the cold, and probably that and Buffalo are probably the worst places to play
Oh yeah.
in the
Listen, I'm gonna go with Green Bay also. Wow, tickets are $75. That's crazy.
It's
That's not
28 points the Dallas game.
yeah, that's 75. All right. Listen. I mean, both were stupid cheap. If I was close to one of those stadiums, I'd go. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Green Bay on this one. They're just playing lights out right now, so they're on a hot streak. So all
Yeah,
right, cool. So we got the Black Friday game, first Black Friday game ever. So I think.
it's not the second Black
Oh,
Friday game.
is
It was
it?
a Black
Oh,
Friday game last year.
I didn't know that. Anyway, so we got Vegas at Kansas City. Chris, who do we got on this one?
Kansas City. I
I
feel
got,
like the
I got,
Raiders are another team that are not tanking, but just not expecting to win.
I got the Raiders. I'm gonna go with the
What the
Raiders.
fuck?
Listen, look, I know Patrick Mahomes owns the Raiders. I mean, he's like Tom Brady with fucking what's it called with the Jets. Like he owns the Jets. I'm gonna go with an upset, man. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think they
You're-
may pull it
You
off.
are smoking crack.
Listen, all right, when we come back next week, you will be like, damn, bro, you were right. All right, let's move on, man. Look, I need KC to lose, damn it. I know they're not in the NFC, but we need them to lose. Anyway, let's move on. We got LA at Atlanta. Chris, what do we got on this one?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna take LA. LA played really well against
Baltimore?
the
They
Ravens
did.
last year
They
or
did.
last week. And I don't think Atlanta is as good as Baltimore.
They just have a
So
lump right now, bro. They were good. They were hot like the first three games. After that, they just
they
went.
were. But I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers on this one, man. I think, listen, they have a really good defense. Justin Herbert, he's heating up. So yeah, I like this one. I like LA. Cool. We got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. This is another good one here, kind of. But Chris, who do we got on this one?
Let me pull up my pick real quick. I'm gonna give you who I locked in for my run your pool. Shout out to those guys. I picked the Steelers, and you know what? I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that.
I like the Steelers on this one too. I like
Yeah.
I think they pull
Especially
it
after
off.
losing last week, right?
Hmm.
They lost to the Browns. Like
Yeah,
I feel like Tomlin's got something up his sleeve.
yeah, I think so too. This is a rival game too, so.
It
Yeah,
is.
important for them to win. I got Pittsburgh on this one. All right, we got Arizona at Minnesota. Chris will be out on this one.
I'm gonna take Minnesota. Um, I just feel like the Cardinals just don't have it right now.
Mm.
You know, they didn't score a touchdown last week, so
Uh,
I don't know. I feel like they're not playing well.
I agree with you, Chris. I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one. Arizona, they have a few things they got to clean up. I mean,
Yeah.
but they're not far from being a good team.
No, not at all.
Right now, they're a decent team. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak in, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I got Minnesota on this one. All right, so we got Indianapolis at New England. Chris, who do we got on this one?
To be honest with you, I want to take New England,
Mm.
but I'm gonna say Indianapolis.
Of
I feel like they're a little bit more complete. You know what I mean?
course. All right, I'm gonna go with Indy on this one too. That's my pick on that one. All right, we got a few more minutes here, so let's do Seattle at New York. Chris,
I'm taking Seattle.
I
I feel
got you.
like the Jets need to just scrap
Yeah, I agree. Same. I got Seattle on this one. All right, Tennessee at Washington. Chris,
Washington,
I think they come back too. I got Washington on this one too. I think they're gonna come back from that loss.
especially after that tough loss last week.
Oh hell yeah, 100%. All right, Houston at Jacksonville. Chris, will be on this one.
That's Houston.
I'm with that one too. I got
You,
Houston.
you can go to that game. That's $17.
Damn! Oh my God, look at that. All right, we got LA at New Orleans. Chris, what do we got?
I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I got the
Nah,
Rams. No, I got the Rams. I got the Rams on this one.
I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm gonna change it up. Take the Saints.
I'm
I feel like
still,
the Saints have been playing pretty good lately, playing with some swag.
yeah. I mean, I think LA has better wide receivers and all that. So,
Oh, I agree.
yeah, I'm just gonna go with LA. I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
That's a lock for me. All right, we got a few more here. We got Tampa at Carolina. Chris, who we got on this one?
That's Tampa.
Yeah, I got Tampa, bro. They just dominated the Giants, man. I think they're gonna dominate the Panthers too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Tampa. All right, we're gonna skip the Birds attack for this one. So we're gonna go to San Fran at Buffalo. It's another good game here, Chris.
it's. I'm sorry, Johnny, but this is Buffalo all day.
Oh man. All right.
They don't have what's his face, Brock Purdy.
I was gonna say if he doesn't play, I got Buffalo. But if he plays, I got San Fran. But I'm gonna stick with Buffalo if Brock Purdy doesn't play. If he plays, then I'm gonna switch it up to San Fran. But I'm gonna stick with Buffalo for right now.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So we got Cleveland at Denver. Low key gonna be a good game on this one.
I'm gonna take Denver.
I like Denver, man. They're heating up right now. I love Bo Nix, man. I like the way he's playing. So
I agree.
cool.
All right, we gotta get through the Eagles
All right,
quick.
man. They say the best for last, man. Come on, man. We got a minute and a half. Let's talk about this, man. We got Philly at Baltimore, man. Number one defense going up against the number one offense. Chris, I think, what do you have on this one, Chris?
I mean, obviously, I'm picking the Eagles. I say that we completely shut down Derrick Henry.
Ooh, all right.
He's gonna have like maybe 60 to 70 yards. He's gonna get his yards, but
Um,
like he's not gonna break it off. He's not gonna have 100 some yards because I feel like CJ Gardner Johnson is going to be in charge of attacking every single hole that man tries to run through.
CDJ, man. He's underrated. I love CDJ. Obviously, I got Philly. I agree with you, Chris, man. I think Derrick Henry does score, but we keep him under 100. So
Yeah, no, I agree.
cool. So we'll see what happens, man. That is pretty much it. Everyone watching, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching. We're thankful for you guys. Chris, I'm thankful for our friendship.
Absolutely. Thankful for everybody. Thankful for all our friends and families.
Go Grub, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.